I'm what you call basically a collector. I bootleg Pokemon games, Pokemon Diamond, Jade, and Chaos Black, etc. It's amazing the frequency which you can find them at pawn shops, Goodwill, flea markets, and such. They're generally fun, even if they are unplayable, which often they are. The mistranslation and poor quality make them unintentionally humorous. I've been able to find most of the ones that I played online, but there's one that I haven't seen any mention of. I bought it at a flea market about 5 years ago. Here's a picture of the cartridge. In case anyone recognizes it, fortunately, when I moved 2 years ago, I lost the game, so I can't provide you screen caps. Sorry. The game started with a familiar Nidorino on Gengar intro at red and blue version. However, the press start screen had been altered. Red was there, but the Pokemon did not cycle through. It also said black version under the Pokemon logo. Upon selecting new game, started the Professor Oak's speech, and it quickly became evident that the game was essentially Pokemon Red version. After selecting your starter, if you looked at your Pokemon, you had an addition to Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and another Pokemon. Ghost. My bad, I missed Squirtle. Let's just read that again. Your Pokemon had an addition. Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. Another Pokemon. Ghost. The Pokemon was level 1. It had the sprite of a ghost. The area encountered in Lavender Town before you obtained the Silp Scope. It had one attack. Curse. I know that there is a real move named Curse, but that move didn't exist in Generation 1. So it appears it was hacked in. Defending Pokemon were unable to attack Ghost. It only say they were too scared to move. When the move Curse was used in battle, the screen would cut to black. The cry of defending Pokemon would be heard, but it was distorted, played at a much lower pitch than normal. The battle screen would then reappear, then the defending Pokemon would be gone. It used the battle against a trainer when the Pokeball representing their Pokemon. That's strange. So basically, it would be gone, and it would show the trainer sprite, and it would just represent the Pokeball. Their Pokemon would appear in the corner. They would have fewer Pokeballs. The implication was that Pokemon died. That's strange. They usually faint instead of dying. What's even stranger is that defeating a trainer and seeing Red receive 200 for winning, the battle commands would appear again. If you selected Run, the battle would end as it normally does. You could also select Curse. If you did upon the returning to the overworld, the trainer sprite would be gone. After leaving and then re-entering the area, the spot where the trainer had been would be replaced with a tombstone like the ones in Lavender Town. The move Curse was unusable in all instances. It would fail against ghost Pokemon. It would also fail if it was used against trainers that you had to face again, such as Ribble or Giovanni. It was unusable in your final battle against them, however. It was usable. I figured this was a gimmick of the game, allowing you to use this previously incapturable ghosts that became rare and made the game so easy. I essentially used it throughout the whole adventure. The game changed quite a bit after defeating the Elite Four. After booing the Hall of Fame, which consisted of Ghost and a couple of Pokemon I used for HMs, the screen out to black. A box appeared with the words, "Many years later." It then cut to Lavender Town. An old man was standing looking at tombstones. Then you realized the man was your character. The man moved only half of your normal speed. You no longer had any Pokemon with you, not even Ghost, who up to that point had been impossible to remove from your party. To depositing in the PC, the overworld was entirely empty, and there was no people at all. There were still tombstones of the trainers that you used Cursed on. However, you could go pretty much anywhere in the overworld at this point. Through your move-in was limited. In fact, you had no Pokemon that used HMs, and regardless where you went, the music of Lavender Town continued on an infinite loop. After wandering for a while, I found that you could go through Diglett Cave. One of the cuttable bushes that normally blocks the path, the other side is no longer there, allowing you to advance and return to Pallet Town. Upon entering your house, you're going to the exact title where you started the game. The screen would cut to black, then a spider Caterpie appeared, and it was then replaced by a Weedle. Then a Pidgey. I soon realized that the Pokemon progressed from Rattata to Blastoise, that there were all the Pokemons I had used Cursed on. After the end of my rival's team, A youngster appeared, and then the bug catcher. They were the trainers I had cursed. Throughout the sequence, the Lavender Town music was playing, but it was slowly decreasing in pitch. By the time your rival appeared on screen, it was little more than a demonic rumble. Another cut to black. A few moments later, the battle screen suddenly appeared. Your trainer sprite was now the old man, the same one as the one that teaches you how to catch Pokemon in Breeding City. Ghost appeared on the other side, along with the words "Ghost wants to fight." You couldn't use items, and you had no Pokemon. If you tried to run, you couldn't escape. The only option was fight. Using fight would immediately cause you to use struggle, which didn't affect Ghost, but it did shape up a bit of your health. When it was Ghost's turn, it would simply say, I don't know, it's like a face. Eventually, when your HP reached a critical point, Ghost would use Curse. Finally used Curse. The screen cut to black a final time. Regardless of the buttons you pressed, you were permanently stuck in this black screen. At this point, the only thing you could do was turn off the Game Boy. When you played again, New Game was the only option. The game had erased your file. I played through the hacked game many times, and every time the game would end with the sequence. Several times I didn't use Ghost at all, though he was impossible to remove from the party. In these cases, it didn't show any Pokemon or trainers, simply cut out of the cinematic battles of Ghost. I'm not sure what the motives were behind the creator of this hack, and it wasn't widely distributed, so it was presumably not for monetary gain. It was very well done for a bootleg. It seems he was trying to convey a message. Through it seems I am the sole receiver of the message. I'm not entirely sure what it was. Inevitability of death. The pointlessness of it. Perhaps it was somebody trying to morbidly inject death and darkness into children's game. Regardless, this children's game has made me think, and it has made me cry. Well, this was actually pretty interesting. Also, sorry for my, I'm not a very strong reader. So, hope you guys enjoyed Pokemon Creepy Black. It was a lot of fun to do this, and sorry for the ears. This is my first time actually reading a creepypasta for you guys, so I apologize. So, send me any suggestions, anything to read. I'll do anything. And, this is Ball TJX signing out. Also, before I leave, I will be starting a series where I read creepypastas, or I'll probably not do it if you guys tell me not to. But actually, I'll probably ignore you guys and still do it. So, this is Ball TJX signing out. Some more content coming soon. See you guys later.